Hi friends, today in continuing reading about our famous people in history, we're reading about a famous athlete, Billie Jean King. So this is I am Billie Jean King, and she's actually read the book because she's not that, old as like Harriet Tubman was back in the day. So it says, I love this book. I hope you enjoy the story of my journey. So pretty cool. Alright, so I hope you learn a little bit about Billie Jean and all the awesome things that she did. I am Billie Jean King. Fair play. It's such a simple idea. In sports and in life, it means you respect the rules and treat everyone equally. But sometimes people don't want to play fair, and other times, they don't even want to let you play. But that never stopped me. I loved all sports, football, basketball, baseball. I was small and quick. Get her! You get her! She's too fast! That's not very ladylike. Maybe she should take up sewing. I don't think she's meant for showing. You show 'em what for sewing. You show 'em what you've got, Billie Jean. When I was little, people called me a tomboy, which is a word I still don't like. Girls can enjoy sports just as much as boys. Today, many dads encourage their daughters to play sports, but back when I was growing up, my dad was one of the first. Most importantly, he played equally with both me and my brother. Equal time, equal respect. Never underestimate your opponent, you understand? Got it. Never underestimate your opponent. Check. Our dad was a really good athlete. In college, he used to play against Jackie Robinson. Remember Jackie Robinson? We learned about him. Dad played against him. I was so good at baseball. My dream was to be a professional player. But when I went to my first real baseball game, I noticed something. What's wrong, Billie Jean? There are no girls on the team. Only boys.
We just received notice from Central Office.
Sorry for the interruption. So she said, what's wrong, Billie Jean? There are no girls on the team. Only boys. It didn't seem fair. I'd have to find another sport. Fortunately, in 5th grade, a friend asked me a question that changed my life. Do you want to play tennis? What's tennis? A game where you run, jump, and hit a ball. Those are 3 of my favorite things. Sure, I'll try it. My first time on the court, I had no idea what I was doing. Back then, tennis was a game played mostly by wealthy people at fancy country clubs. That wasn't my family. My mother sewed my white shorts. My racket was borrowed. Did I miss a few shots? Sure, no one is instantly an expert. Being a great player takes hard work. A few weeks later, I heard about a coach named Clyde Walker, who gave free coaching on the public courts. Often, the right teacher can change your life. Anyone know the first lesson? Hit it hard. Swing through. Nope. Close the gate. Close the gate so the balls won't roll away. Sorry, I read that kind of funny. So it says, anyone know the first lesson? He says, hit it hard. Swing through. He says, nope. Close the gate. Close the gate so the balls don't roll away. Coach Clyde taught me how to hold the racket, and he made tennis fun. That first afternoon, I was hooked. I had found the sport I loved. When my mom came to pick me up, I told her, I know what I want to do with my life. I'm going to be the number 1 tennis player in the world. And Mom says, that's fine, dear. Now I just needed the right equipment. To save money for a tennis racket, I did odd jobs around the neighborhood, like taking out people's trash and weeding their gardens. Eventually, I saved $8.29 in a mason jar. That's almost $75 today. Enough for a racket in my favorite color, purple. As a city employee, Coach Clyde traveled to a different park every day. My mom drove me for hours to get us free coaching all across Long Beach in California. Wait, you're the girl from yesterday at that other park. That's me. The only way to get good is to play every day. So what are we working on today? Mom didn't drive me because she thought I'd be rich. Back then, playing money didn't pay much money. Playing tennis didn't pay much money, especially if you were a woman. She drove me so I could do what I loved. Not everyone cheered me on. At one tournament, they wouldn't let me be in the group photo. They said I needed to wear a dress instead of shorts. They said that boys wear shorts and girls wear dresses. Everybody say winners, winners. By the time I was 12 years old at the fancy LA tennis club, I noticed something else. Everyone wore white, and everyone was white. What's wrong, Billie Jean? Where's everybody else? I wanted things to change. Tennis shouldn't be a sport only for rich white people. It should be a sport everyone can enjoy. I need to change tennis and make it more equal. If I become the number 1 player in the world, people will listen. Every day I worked with Coach Clyde. I also worked at home. My brother would practice pitching baseballs, and I'd make sure my tennis serves didn't knock over any lamps. You see that shot? You see that pitch? Their parents really let them practice indoors? At 15, I had to write an essay about my future. I predict that I will make it to Wimbledon by age 18, where I will lose to the number one female player. What's Wimbledon? It's in London. It's the biggest tennis tournament in the world. At 16, I started being coached by Alice Marble, a former number one tennis player who won 18 Grand Slam championships, which are the biggest events of all. Here you go, Billie Jean. Swing all the way through. She convinced me I could win, and made me realize how many strong women in sports had come before me. I was part of something bigger than just myself. Soon, a new thing also started happening. Billie Jean wins! Billie Jean wins! With Coach Alice, I went from number 19 in the country to number 4. By age 17, I made it all the way to Wimbledon. We won the women's doubles titles, which is when you play tennis with a partner. We were the youngest team to ever do it. Billie Jean and Karen Hotz win. We couldn't afford to go to the big Wimbledon celebration ball, but we enjoyed the victory. As I started college, I was ranked number 3 in the country, but my school still didn't give me a scholarship. Sorry, there are no scholarships for girls. Wait a minute. I'm one of the lowest ranked people on the tennis team, and I have a full scholarship. She's the best player on campus and one of the best in the world, and she gets nothing? That's not fair. It's a man player. This is Larry. He always wanted men and women to be treated equally. I married him a few years later. Over the years, even as my career moved forward, people still didn't treat women equally. When a man won a tournament, he'd get a big check. When a woman won the same tournament, she was paid much less. That's not fair. When a man won, the reporters would ask him questions about the match. When a woman won, they'd ask, "Are you planning to have children soon, Billie Jean? Are those new glasses, Billie Jean? Did you change your hair, Billie Jean?" That's not just unfair, it's insulting. Why don't they ask her about how hard it is to play with asthma and bronchitis, which she has? People would tell me that's just how the world worked. Women were paid less than men, they were treated worse than men. I knew it had to change. Soon I achieved one of the greatest victories of my career. Congratulations, Billie Jean. You won the big one, the singles title at Wimbledon. There were so many tennis greats who came before me. Suzanne Lenglen, Maureen Connolly, Aletha Gibson, Alice Marble, Helen Wills Moody. Each of them taught me something. It's like they were there with me on one team. After winning Wimbledon a second time in singles, doubles, and mixed doubles, which is when men and women play together, I thought things would get better for women. They didn't. In 1968, the man who won Wimbledon got $4,800. I won for a third year straight and got $3,000 less. And it wasn't just me. Women were paid less in men in almost every job. That's how it is, lady. Fans buy tickets to see men, not women. That's what he's saying to her. I was the number one player in the world, but I was being paid so little. I couldn't even get a credit card. It was time to take action. When tournaments didn't offer equal pay, we started protesting. I won't be playing in the Pacific Southwest Open. Instead, 8 other female tennis stars and I will be playing in our own women's tournament. But if you do that, people won't come to our tournament. Then maybe you should pay women equally. They called us the Original 9. Thanks to our women's tour, tournament organizers quickly realized fans would pay just as much to see us play. Soon after, I was the first woman ever named Sports Illustrated Sports Person of the Year. But with every step forward, there was always someone who wanted to move things back. A girl tennis player, I bet I could beat her. His name was Bobby Riggs. At one point in time, he was the number one tennis player in the world. Now he was 55 years old and a loudmouth bully. Bobby Riggs insisted women weren't as strong as men. To prove it, he challenged me to a match. When I refused, he challenged Margaret Court, who had recently become the number one female player in the world. "I'm going to play him, Billie Jean." "What?" "They're paying me $10,000. First, that's not enough. Second, you need to win this match, Margaret. Everyone will be watching. They'll want to see if we're as strong as men. It's the match of the century. Men versus women. Man versus woman. Get ready to see women lose." They played on Mother's Day. You had to win 2 out of 3 sets. Bobby beat Margaret easily. Bobby Riggs wins both sets, 6-2 and 6-1. I told you men were stronger. Men are better. Now I want to play Billie Jean. I'll play her on clay, glass, wood, cement, marble, or roller skates. It's not a very nice person. Bobby Riggs wins both sets 6-2 and 6-1. I heard this score in the airport. My reaction was instantaneous. I want to play him. It was called the Battle of the Sexes, the biggest tennis match the world had ever seen. I knew what was at stake. Bobby treated it like it'd be easy. You should train. Billie Jean is really good. Margaret was number one, and I beat her. Billie Jean will be easy too. She's just a girl. The match was set at the Astrodome, a massive stadium in Texas. Since it had a white roof, I knew it would be hard to see the tennis ball when it was high in the lights. I also knew Bobby liked to hit them high, so for weeks I practiced hitting 150 overhead shots every single day. You sure you know what you're doing? Yup, hit me another high one. Instead of playing best of three, which was what women usually played, we decided to play best of five. Bobby said women couldn't handle longer matches. I need to show people he's wrong. You sure you know what you're doing? Yup, hit me another one. The prize money was a record-setting $100,000, winner take all. Around this time, I also realized I was gay. Being gay means that if you're a girl, you love and have romantic feelings for other girls, and if you're a boy, you love and have romantic feelings for other boys. Eventually, Larry and I stopped being married, and I fell in love with a wonderful woman named Elena. You can't choose who you fall in love with. Your heart will tell you. Billie Jean, it's time. If I lost the match, I knew it would erase everything I'd achieved in tennis, but I was ready to win. In fact, the night before, I called my brother and told him to place a bet. Take all the money you have and put it on me. On the big day, I went over my game plan and did the most important thing of all. I read through the hundreds of letters that had come that week from fans. Dear Mrs. King, I'm tired of my brother saying that girls are weaker. Please beat that mean bully, Bobby Riggs. It wasn't just a tennis match. It was a fight to prove how strong women were. Little girls around the country were counting on me. On September 20th, 1973, 30,000 fans packed the Astrodome. 90 million people were watching on TV, which is more than some Super Bowls. To this day, it is the most watched tennis match ever. Women are about to get beat. I'm the real king. Years ago, Rig was ranked number one, but like so many braggers, he was still thinking he's the best. This was the big time. The world was watching. Now I just had to deliver the right statement. At the beginning of the match, Bobby was wearing a jacket. He was slower than I thought he'd be. Oof! Point for Billie Jean. I didn't hold back. Thwack! When I went up a few points, he took off his jacket. It didn't help. Ugh! Of course he tried hitting them up high. I was ready. As the match went on, I didn't miss a single overhead shot, just like I'd practiced. Bobby wasn't talking or bragging anymore. He was scared, breathing heavily. He was just another bully, and every bully can be defeated. Billie Jean King wins. I crushed him in 3 straight sets, 6-4, 6-3, 6-3. He didn't win a single one. Billie Jean King wins. She won. The women won. The women win. We won. So look at all those people that see that as a positive. For millions, it was the very first time they'd seen a woman beat a man at anything. Riggs jumped over the net to congratulate me. The first words he said were, "I underestimated you." He did. After my victory, I testified before Congress on the Education Equality Act, which would fund the goals of Title IX and make sure that girls' sports got the same amount of money as boys' sports. If you fund sports and girls find out it is fun and that they are accepted, if they are looked up to, this will change everything. Excuse me. Even after Larry and I stopped being married, we still stayed close. The two of us established World Team Tennis, where men and women would play on the same team, together, as equals. One of the best parts of World Team Tennis were these clinics, which we offered to kids, including this 8-year-old girl and her little sister. I'm Venus Williams. I'm Serena. Our dad saw you play on TV and decided his daughter should play tennis too. Nice to meet you, Venus and Serena. And they are both huge, successful, very good tennis players to this day. In my life, people expected me to dress like a girl, act like a girl, and hit like a girl. I did. I always hit the ball like a girl, which means harder and more powerfully than anyone. All of us are powerful in our own ways. So how do you get to be your best self? By practicing, sweating, and giving everything you've got. And when you have nothing left, give more. Before the Battle of the Sexes, only 1 in 27 girls played a high school sport. By the end of the decade, 1 in 3 did. Today, the U.S. Tennis Association facility in New York is called the Billie Jean King National Tennis Center. The courts are open to the public, just like the ones she learned on. In 2009, President Obama made her the first female athlete to win the Presidential Medal of Freedom for being one of the first openly lesbian sports figures and for using sports to create social change. The best is yet to come. I look forward to seeing a woman play in baseball in the World Series at some point in my lifetime. So maybe we'll see. We're still working. Playing fair is the same in both sports and life. If everyone doesn't get the same chance, you'll never find out who's truly the best. Real victory doesn't come from points scored. It comes from how you treat others in the game. No one really wins until everyone gets to play. I am Billie Jean King, and I champion equality. So here's her quote says, "Be bold. If you're going to make an error, make a doozy." It's a big one. And don't be afraid to hit the ball. So that's her. That's her and her father. The top corner, she's in the parade. She's a grand marshal. So this is her and the guy she played, Bobby. Let's see if I can get this a little better focused for you. There we go. So that's who she played in the big match. It's her winning Wimbledon. And that's her and her partner. So she was really awesome and she never gave up. So I hope that inspires you a little bit. Have a great rest of your day, friends.